Hey guys, so we were just at the going into the concert thing. Yeah, we're in the concert right now. So me and my mum went in and we got. Well, make sure to check out part 1 if you haven't checked out part 2. If no, make sure to check out part 1 before you check out part 2. That's it. I got my tongue a little bit twisted then. Yeah, but make sure to check out part 1. The Yano. There we go, the Yanos again. So we got in and me and my mum got a light stick. It was just me and my mum going in because my nana she said she wouldn't be able to go in there even though she's a secret believer. We all know that now, don't we? Yeah. Mum really wasn't a believer. And I was just there like, no, nana to come in because she's a believer. No, kinda, secretly. I know her games. Bieber fever, you can't escape it. Yeah. So we got in, we got our light sticks, and then we went to our seats. And mine was there was block A, block B, block D, block C. And the stage came at the end of block B and A, and all that. I think there was a block E right in the middle where the catwalk came out to, the pod at the end of the catwalk, you know. And I was in block D, row J, and I only realised when I got to the seat that I was like seat number 6, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Justin Bieber's favourite number. So that was pretty cool. I was like, oh wow, I'm sitting in that seat. And then I can't believe how close I was. I didn't actually think it was going to be that close because it was block D, and I was like, they looked really, really long. And I thought this was going to be at the back of the arena, and I was on the floor, so I was like, oh gosh. But yeah, it turned out I was like really close. I'm gonna put a video up from when it was like the concert time. It does look very far away, but it really wasn't. We could see him clear as day on the stage, not on the big screen. And at the end of the catwalk, he was like, wow, that was amazing. And then so we got to our seats, and then we watched Cody Simpson perform, and he was like, and then after 2 songs, he was like, I'm gonna get a little more comfortable with you guys. So he took his waistcoat off. After all the screaming had died down, I was like, and that I literally shouted when it was silent. I was like, Cody, take your shirt off. So I was like, and then he was like, he didn't do it, and I was like, fine, ignore me. But I was just saying what everyone else was thinking, you know. Ew, well. And then Cody performed, and then Carly performed, and then 10 minutes I had a huge bang, a big flash of the light, and then it was 10 minutes until Justin came on, and I was literally shaking. I was like, oh my gosh, Justin Bieber's gonna be on in 10 minutes and all that stuff. And then Mum was like, calm down. I was like, no, I can't. So every minute that passed, the screams got louder and louder and louder. Then we got to the last minute, and I was literally freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh. So that after all the freaking out, there was this thing, and it was all about getting you pumped up. It was feel the vibrations through the body, and feel the vibrations through your body, and all that stuff. And it was getting you pumped up, and there was pictures of Justin flashing up to you, and it was and then the last thing that guy said, I couldn't hear because of all the screaming, but the last thing that guy said was believe. And then literally these puzzle pieces came on. Sorry for ruining the opening for you if we're going later, but the puzzle pieces came on and it formed believe. Then the screen started to part, and I was like, oh my gosh, and then all I saw was him on these angel wings, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I started screaming and freaking out, and I was like, oh, I can't breathe. And then he started to sing All Around the World, and then all that. He sang all the songs, which was amazing, seriously. And then he took the camera from one of the guys near the pod thing at the end of the catwalk, and he took it. And he was filming all these believers. And then apparently my friend that we saw in thingy, she was on the upper, she was the lower right back there though. She was lower block 112 12 or something like that. No, 14. I don't know, but she was back there, right in the middle, but it was quite far away. So, and she was like, I only found this out on like the 2nd of March. Yeah, the 2nd of March, yesterday, that I was shown on the camera. And I was like, oh my gosh, Justin saw me! And then all of that stuff. And then, like, when he had the camera, he like lifted his top up and he like put the camera right close, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's his perfect abs and all that stuff. And then he like, no, on the, he like pointed at me like 3 times. I was like jumping. I was like, I'm like really tall for like my age, so like, and I was waving with clothes up in the air, so you could probably see me pretty well, like my fangirling and all that stuff. But yeah, that was incredible. And then he like sat on the edge of this boat. There's this boat. He sat on the edge of it, and you could just like see his butt. And I was like, oh my gosh, you trying to kill us? And then he was like, and then he sang like Eeny Meeny and One Time, and I was like, and there was these like baby videos, like home videos, and I was like, I was sat there like, this. He's turning 19 tomorrow. What are you trying to do? Mess with my emotions? And then it was like, and then he was like, and then I was like, I hate it when people do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm annoying myself. Yeah, but and then Ryan Good. No, before that, Justin was like, the good news is I'm performing another song. And then he was like, the bad news is, and then it all went silent for everybody to hear the bad news, and I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity again, and I was like, I love you! And then he was like looking around, and I was like, he like looked around, and I was like, oh my gosh, hi! But he didn't see me, I don't think, so I was like, no! And then, that was pretty cool. And then he was like, the bad news is, this is my last song, and I was like, no it isn't. There's someone creeping on me. Hello?
At the door, sweet.
Ah.